It's time for the big boy. Alright, so now it's time to get into the box. Let's get into the packaging. Still got that sticker, which I didn't notice until a few minutes ago when we were... Oh, and it's got the void. If that's clever. Good move. But there's more symbols on it. Alright. Oh. And we got the full art Pantera. I'm assuming this is a box topper promo. I like that. That is very pretty. I'm gonna set him right here for luck. Let's see. Wow. I'm not sure if every box is gonna be this generous or just the first one, but I wasn't sure how many were in it. Let's count this real quick. Oh, snap. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's a 36 card box. I believe Pokemon is like that. It's been a while since I've gotten a Pokemon box. And I know for a fact Magic is like that. So let's just start kind of stacking these and get to opening. Now I have, just like every person that's played Magic, essentially a majors in economics, having to play that game. All those jokes aside, I don't know any value, so we're just going to be checking out the cards as they are, the stock, the little crimping right there. Ooh. Got a good rip, very solid packaging on the packs. Alright, so we've got common, Smog, a fire Elestral. You can expend a fire in order to special cast, and I'm not sure what kind of Elestral that is. Elestral that costs 1 spirit from your hand. Oh, it's a bear. It's the bear symbol. Okay, so it's a tribal. Oh, and Urseer. Which, when this Urseer destroys an Elestral in battle, you can special cast another bear that costs 1 spirit from your hand or deck. Ignector. When you normal cast this Ignector, you can special summon up to 2 Ignectors from your hand or deck in attack position with a fire. If you do, you must skip your next battle phase. Okay, so that's a good opening card, though. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get all these guys out now. War Might, we've seen this before in the pre-con videos, but just to reiterate, you can target an opponent's Elestral and give it -4 power until end of turn. We got Crack Kid. We're still on our commons. When you cast this Crack Kid, you can target an opponent's Elestral. That Elestral cannot attack, and its effects is negated as long as this Crack Kid is enchanted. Alright, now we're going into the uncommons. So let's see very quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 commons. Titanostock. Yeah. You can expend Earth in order to force an opponent to reveal their hand until the end phase. Okay, get some hand knowledge. That's not that bad. And then we got uncommon that we've seen in the precons, but to go over it again, Arrow's Mare. You can ascend this Arrow's Mare. When you ascend this Arrow's Mare, you can cast it as an artifact empowering the ascension. With the effect, the empowered Celestial cannot be targeted or destroyed by an opponent's Celestial effect. A new one, Siracoon. During your draw phase, you can expend Win in order to special ascend the Siracoon to Stratomoth from your hand or deck. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just warp in. So that was 3 uncommons. So 2 rares. So 5 commons, 3 uncommons, 2 rares. Sorry about the coughing. That's not the best, or not the worst ratio whatsoever. Alright. Gato Bolts. You can target a Thunder Enchanted Elestral and give it +1 power, +1 defense for each Thunder Enchanting this Gabolt until end of turn. That seems pretty good. Just give us something a big old buff. And then, okay, so it's a mana card, a Water Spirits, Nice Land, whatever you want to call them. That seems pretty good to get like some more resources and everything. You need them kind of early on for deck building and all that, especially if you end up building multiple. So it's actually 1 rare, 3 uncommons, and 5 commons. That's still not the worst. All right. Much better rip that time. I found where the seam was. Oh, that's pretty. So it's the rainbow because it's a generic. Any can play it. Drops of Lethe. Reveal any number of cards from your hand, then shuffle them into your deck, and draw that many cards +1. Hey, that's really good. Golden Apple of Discord. Another free card. Discard a card from your hand in order to discard a random card from your opponent's hand and send the top 2 cards of their deck to the underworld. Okay, so it's I'll pitch 1, but you're gonna pitch 1 and mill 3. That's pretty good. Chirons of Duel. Wait, are they all? No. A bowl. During the end phase, when a Elestral is destroyed in battle, you can draw a card. Hey. That's pretty solid. Helios Chariot Ride. Helios's Chariot Ride. This Helios's Chariot Ride can only be cast during the draw phase. Opponents cannot cast runes this turn. Alright, so these are invoke counter ones? Counter. A Sluggy. We saw these in the precon. But again, when you cast the Sluggy, you can return up to 3 water from your underworld to your spirit deck. Pelaquarius. When you normal cast this Pelaquarius, you can search your deck for an Elestral with enchantment cost Wind 1 and add it to your hand. Scythe the Demeter. When the empowered Elestral gets +2/+3. When the empowered Elestral destroys an Elestral in battle, you can return a Earth from your underworld to your spirit deck. If Demeter is enchanted, you can return 2. And then our final one is an Earthquake. Just destroy. Go ahead and pop that Elestral you have. So our rare then is Fleracne. As long as this Fleracne is enchanted, Elestrals cannot attack the turn they are cast unless they are fire. So it's a stun card, and hey, it even came with a fire energy. We will start just speed running some of these cards though, once we see duplicates. Because 36 packs is a lot. Veritaqua. This Veritaqua enters battle with a defense position Elestral, you can negate the Elestral's effect and destroy it, and then if there's no damage. Tad Puff. You can expend water in order to special cast this Tad Puff from your hand in attack position with an extra. Or with water. Amp Up. You can expend you can expend the Thunder and discard this Amp Up in order to search your deck for up to 2 Amp Ups and add them to your hand. Oh, so it's a Thunder Dragon. If you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Drotea. When a player casts Ambrosia, you can draw 2 cards. Okay, so it's Ambrosia Synergy. That's pretty cool. But since a lot of people would want to be running it, Rummagem, you can normal cast this Rummagem, or when you normal cast this Rummagem, you can search your deck for an Elestral with an Earth cost and add it to your hand, just 1. Now getting into our uncommons for this pack. Blazerus. This Blazerus can attack twice during your battle phase. When this Blazerus destroys an Elestral in the same battle phase, you can ascend this Blazerus to Trifernal from your hand or deck. Oh, we got some foil back there. Because I've noticed there's not been a foil per pack or anything like some games are. Anyways, Waspire. You can disenchant fire from an Ignector or Waspire to force an opponent to expend 2. This Waspire effect can be activated any number of times on your turn. Whew. Burn looking kind of hot for this game. Ba-dun-dun. You can Nexus up to 2 fire. When you do, you can target and destroy an opponent's Elestral. Oh, a foil rare. And the art is different from the one from the Precon. And Imperial. If you did not watch the Precon video, it has the effect. This Imperial gets... Imperial? Yeah, Imperial. Gets +1 power for each wind in your spirit deck. You can expend wind in order to target and destroy a card. That is nice foiling. And then another Leviathan. That was nice. That was really pretty. Okay, we're starting strong again. Another Droplets of Lace. Golden Apple of Discord. Karan's Abdul. Helios' Chariot Ride. Trata. I think this might be a duplicate pack. That's funny. Drotea. Nope, here we go. New one. Galaxy. As long as this Galaxy is enchanted, swap each Watcher's enchanted, each Watcher's Sword and Shield in. Swap the power and toughness. Can't get words out today. A Boom Bat. You can disenchant this Boom Bat in order to target and destroy an opponent's Elestral. Thunder Disenchant. Again, it's just really good generic removal. Like a Volt. I like that art. It's like a little thunder werewolf. This Likeable gets +2 power for each Amp Up in your Underworld. When this Likeable destroys an opponent's Elestral in battle, you can look at that opponent's hand and discard a card from it. Oof. I kind of want to build that now. And then our rare was the Flaracne and then my Pyro. But yeah, if people are hanging around watching the opening and everything, leave a comment down below. Like, what caught your interest in this game? Was it YouTubers or other people? Let's clean this up a little bit real quick too. Slide this over here, and Rummagem, we've already gone over it. Clovey. When this Clovey receives 1 or more Earth, you can draw a card. Necruff. When this Necruff destroys an opponent's Celestial in battle, that opponent must expend 1 energy, or 1 spirit, I should say. Earth Scout. Oh, it's a cute little thing again. When this Earth Scout is destroyed in battle, you can special cast a Bear Elestral that costs 1 spirit from your hand or deck. Or Smog again. Carry On. That's cute. Anyways, when this carry-on is destroyed in battle, you can target the Elestral that destroyed it, then take control of that Elestral and move it to your Elestral row until the end phase. That's wow, okay. Crash into something, take it, do something. And that was a uncommon. Aquarius, another Scythe of Demeter, and the rare is Exaltair. You can access up to 2 wind. When you do, an opponent must expend 2. And then Leviathan. Alright. Romagen, Clovey, Necro, Ursa Scout, Smog. Okay. Chrysor. This Chrysor can attack an opponent's spirit deck directly. When this Chrysor deals damage to an opponent, you can return up to 2 wind from your underworld to your spirit deck. Damn! We get, yeah. Wow, wind is looking really, really good, too. Another Carry-On, another Peliquarius, so our rare is Ladogon. When a player casts Ambrosia or Golden Apple of Discord, you can target and destroy a card. And then Lycris. That control style deck right there is looking real good too. A lot of these are looking good. And they look to have done a good job of balancing, like, hey, do you want to play control? Do you want to do different things? Within the same tribe, element, color, whatever you feel like calling it. Anyways, Ursmog, Urseer, Ignector, Wiremite, Crackhead, Blazers. Oh, we got a foil back there. Waspire, Kinleo. Oh, wow. Oh, is that? Oh, snap! I think that's a stellar. I will need to double. I need to check. It may not be, but oh, that is pretty. Voltempest. You can disenchant wind or thunder from Voltempest to force an opponent to expend triple of any. As long as Zeus is enchanted, this Voltempest cannot be targeted by an opponent's effect. That is really strong. I gotta really take a moment and check. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see. Scatamaw, Stratus. I'm not even seeing it on the base set. Unless I'm overlooking it. Okay, so it's in Thunder. Is it just a foil? Okay, I guess it's just a foil of the regular. Yeah, okay. Or, let's see. Yeah, it's just a hollow rare. Alright. Still very pretty. At least, oh, and now I got confirmation on that. Wait a minute then. If that's a hollow rare, then... Oh! Full art with here. Nice, okay. And on that, let's get back to it. Amp up. Electric. Here's a new one. When you normal cast Electric, you can search your deck for a Divine Rune and add it to your hand. Oh, seems good to me. Quackle. When you cast this Quackle, you can turn up to 3 Thunder from your Underworld to your Spirit deck. Jolton. When you normal cast this Jolton, you can search your deck for a Stadium Rune and add it to your hand. More searching. Nimbug we talked about earlier. Uncommon. Scythe of Demeter. Earthquake, Leo, and then the rare is Tectorus. This Tectorus gets +1 power for each enchanting earth on the field. And fittingly, Tradalus. Oh, tough pack. Alright, so far I've been liking the packs that open with the nice rainbow cards. Chiron's or Abul, Helios' Chariot Ride, Necruff, Scout, Smog, and uncommon, a Tornado, target an opponent's turn and return to their hand. Necklace of Harmonia. The Empowered Celestial gets +5 power. During their end phase, the controller of the Empowered Celestial must expend 2 energy or 2 spirit. If they cannot, this Necklace of Harmonia is destroyed. All or nothing. Shield of Achilles. The Shield of Achilles can only be cast after an opponent's Celestial declares an attack. Expend any energy equal to that Elestral's enchantment cost in order to negate that attack and return it to their hand. This was in some of the precons. It's stop an attack and bounce, and then Tacturus was the rare again. With a Leviathan. Yeah. Alright, so a Sluggy. Aw, look at it. Typhlant. When you cast this Typhlant, you can discard a random card from the opponent's hand, so hey, hand control. Smoltuga. When you normal cast this Smoltuga, you can search your deck for an Celestial with enchantment cost of 1 fire and add it to your hand. Terraqua. When Terraqua enters battle with the defense... Oh no, we already talked about that one. Rock Vertuga. And then Tadpuff we have talked about. Oh, there's something shiny. Javelantis. Going into our uncommons now. When this Javelantis destroys an opponent's defense position Celestial in battle, that opponent must expend 3 water, or 3 of any in it. That's pretty good. There's a frog. That's just a cute little frog. This frog can attack an opponent's spirit deck directly. When this frog deals damage to an opponent, you can look at that opponent's hand and discard a card. More hand control, I'll take it. Galaxy we talked about, and ooh, Altar of Stars. That is very, very pretty. Just yeah. It's another hollow rare. Can't complain about that anyways. Altar of Stars. Nexus for 1 of any. If you do, you can exchange the position of an Elestral. Force your opponent into doing stuff. And then Taratula. Tratlas. Drops of Lathe, Golden Apple of Discord, Chiron's a Bull, Helios's Chariot Ride, Dorothea. Oh, there's another foil in here. Lycavolt. Here's a new one. Griffus. You can Nexus Thunder or Wind from a Divine Rune. When you do, you can special send this Griffus to Volt Tempest from your hand or deck. Next uncommon and the last one, Spark Hit. You can Nexus 2 Thunder. When you do, you can look at an opponent's hand and discard a card from it, more hand control, and Circle the Sky. Foil. Nexus up to 2. If you do, you can draw a card. Just so pretty. And then our spirits. These holo rares are just very, very pretty. A Folio Forest. We've seen this in the pre-con. But to reiterate, Elestrals get +1 power and +1 defense for each earth enchanting them. Volcanic Forge, it's the same as Folio Forest. Atlantis is the same for water. So we've got the earth, the fire, the water, the thunder, and the wind, all in back to back to back to back, leading into Arrowmare as our first uncommon. To Syracune, Carry On, and our rare is, oh, look at it, Mage Ursa. This Mage Ursa gets +2 power for each other Bear Elestral on your field. Your Bear Elestrals that cost 1 spirit cannot be attacked and cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. Bear Tribal. We can build Bear Force 1 in this. Slugly, a Typhlant, Smoltuga, Vertogla, Tadpuff, this is looking a little familiar, Chrysor, Carry On, Aquarius, and a regular Onfarial. So with the foil, the full art one over here, with the Zaptor being the spirit, the one here can at least play with a full set of those. No. Alright. But yeah, at some point there's always going to be patterning that ends up happening. Just when there's only a certain number of cards in a set. Slugly, Typhlant, Smoltuga, Vertogla. Speaking of that, Tadpuff, as we do it again, Foamy this time for the uncommon. Which has, when this Foamy is destroyed in battle, you can special cast an Elestral with enchantment cost 1 blue. So 1 water from your deck and defense position. Waspire, Kinleo, and the rare is Latigon, and Vipyro for the spirits. These ones are really satisfying to open though too. Electric, Dorothea, Rummagem, Clovey, Nekruff. Oh, there's something foil. Tornado, kicking off our uncommons. Another Necklace of Harmonia. A Shield of Achilles, which means that our foil rare is another Circle the Sky. Get a full playset of them at this point. That's fine. And Zaptor. That's so. This has been my favorite one so far. Urseer, Ignector, Warmite, Crackhead, Sluggle, Cinder. When the Cinder receives one or more fire, your opponent must send the top 3 cards of their deck to the underworld. It's the start of our uncommons for this one. I like the milling and the different. You've got mill, you've got burn, you've got so many different ones going on. During your main phase, you can special ascend this Glubby to Majesty from your hand or deck if it's already got the 3 water enchanted going for it. Then Foamy. And hey, speaking of Majesty, there it is. This Majesty gets +1 power for each enchanting water on the field. Water enchanted Elestrals cannot be targeted by an opponent's Celestial effects. I'll get there eventually. I'm not calling it by the color like Magic. And then a Zaptor. Quackle. Jolten. Nimbug. P-Gust. When this P-Gust receives 1 or more wind, you can target and destroy a rune. Sorlet. Oh, look. You can expend wind in order to change the position of an Elestral unless it is a wind enchanted one. And then Blazerus. Signetric. You can reveal 12 Thunder from your spirit deck in order to special ascend this Signetric to Ompharial from your hand or deck. Drink break. When this Astrabit receives 1 or more Thunder, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 of them to your hand, then shuffle the rest into your deck. That is really, really strong, in my opinion. Trifernal is the rare, the best boy from the fire deck. When an opponent casts an Elestral, you can expend fire in order to give -3 toughness defense until end of your phase, or until your next end phase. If that Elestral's defense is reduced to 0 by this effect, destroy it. And then Lycaris for the energy spirits. I'll get there, I promise. I'm calling it energy, I'm calling it land, drops of Lathe, golden apples of discord, Chiron's Abdul. Why do I keep saying Abdul? Abul. Helios' Chariot Ride, Fortea, Astrabit, Aramare, Zerkune, and the rare is Exaltair. And then a Zaptor. I believe we had an Exaltair earlier, so I don't feel the need at the moment to reread the effect. Necruff, Scout, Smog, Seer, Rummagem. Okay, now Boombat, Lycavolt, Scavengem. Okay, we got a new one. When you ascend into this Scavengem, you can expend Earth in order to search your deck for up to 2 cards with a chain cost 1 or 2 and add them to your hand. That's really good. And then the rare is Moustachian. That's such a cute little thing. You can expend water in order to swap Moustachian's power with its defense until the end phase. This effect can also be activated when an opponent normal casts an Elestral. I like the kind of tempo play that you can do with those ones, especially if you combine it with the red ones that reduce the power. I think there's green ones that did it as well. P-Gust, Sorlet, Smoltuga, Vertagua, Tadpuff, Cinder, Glubby, Foamy, and Equal Links. You can access 2 Earth. When you do, you can target and destroy a rune with Vipyro as our spirit. Typhlant, Smoltuga, Ratagua. Oh, there's a foil. Tadpuff, Yampuff, Thunderbolt of Zeus. Haven't opened one of these yet, but it was in the pre-con. The Empowered Celestial gets +2 power. When the Empowered Celestial destroys an opponent's Celestial in battle, that opponent must expend 1 spirit. If Zeus is enchanted, that opponent must expend 2 spirit instead. So it's very cool synergy that you see amongst the things, where if you're running the Divine, you've got its artifact, you get bonus effects. Thunderstorm, Bag of Winds, which means the next one is our foil rare. The Empowered Celestial gets +2 shield, or +2 defense. It cannot be targeted by an opponent's rune. When Aelios is enchanted and the Empowered Celestial destroys an Celestial in battle, you can target and destroy a rune. Removal, and the foil is... Ooh! Viserys. This Viserys... Yeah, Viserys gains +1 for each Viserys on the field. When this Viserys destroys an Celestial in battle, you can special cast a Viserys from your hand or deck in defense position. Dang, that is cool. That is wow. Okay, so that's a very low to the ground green aggro card. At a foil rare one too. Island of Aeolia. Drops of Lathe, Golden Apple of Discord, Chiron's a Bowl, Helios' Chariot Ride. Alright. Spimpy. Oh, look at it. Scorsaurus. You can expend Earth in order to draw 2 cards. It's got Cherry Blossoms on the back, and it gives you cards. What's not to like about that? Barabog. When an opponent casts an Celestial or Rune without water or earth, they must expend a spirit. Hey, that's good taxing. That's a good sideboard card. Moustachian. And then Trapless. Starting to whittle these packs down. Ratagua, Drotea, Ampup, Jolten, Nimbug, Griffiths, into Sparkit, into Gigantric, Gigantric, and then the rare is Major Sora. Alright, give me one more and I can build the bears. Let's actually start trying to get these open on camera again. Ampup, Electric, Quackle, Jolten. I already spoiled it. Nimbug, Boombat, Lycavolt, Griffiths, and then another Altar of Stars. Hollow rare. Those are so pretty too. I feel like the big one is going to be Nectar of the Gods that people are going to want. I feel like that's going to be the Chase rune, as it were. That and probably Ambrosia. Smoltuga, Ratagua, Tadpuff, Ampup, Electric, Tornado, Necklace of Harmonia, Shield of Achilles, and Onfarial with a Lycris as the spirit. Sorlet, Folio Forest, Volcanic Forge, Atlas, Mount Olympus, Aquarius, Scythe of Demeter, ooh, Ivory. This Ivory gets plus 2 power for every Typhlant in your underworld. You can expend water in order to special cast a Typhlant from your underworld and attack position. Okay, I'm seeing that's pretty cool too. Pay one out, swing with it, get some checks in, and then Gato Bolts is the rare. And a foil Vipyro. Ooh. Damn. Pretty sure I'm far enough in the video to get away with that. That is so pretty. I might have spoiled that one, the prior one, but worth it. Worth it to get that Vipyro. As a long-term Magic player, foiling and just blinging out your lands in different ways, in this case spirits, Amp Up, Electric, Drotea, Rummagem, Clovey, Cinder, Scavengem, Spimpy, and Tectorus is the rare. And then Leviathan. I was seeing that there's God packs. I wonder if we can get something like that. Necruff, Scout, Smog, Seer, Ignector, Sakurasaur, Barabog, Titanostock, and Equilinx with a Zaptor, Rummagem, Clovey, Necruff, Scout, Smog. Alright, Griffus, Sparkit, Sigentric, and oh, this is a new one. Valkyries. Gets +1 for each enchanting fire on the field. Alright, so it's that part of it's that rare, not the fire rare in that cycle. What's a Leviathan? Island of Aloia. Aeolia. Somebody's gonna correct me. Please correct me in the pronunciation. I do not mind. Drops of Lathe. Golden Apple of Discord. Chiron's a Bull. Helios's Chariot Ride, especially with how much I mispronounced that. Eruption. Trident of Poseidon. Oh, I don't think I've talked about Eruption yet. When an opponent expends... An opponent must expend 3 energy. If they have a Fire Enchant Celestial, they must expend 1 instead. So if you're playing against Fire, you take these out between games, but it's pretty much a burn card. Trident of Poseidon, the Empowered Celestial gets +2 power. It cannot be targeted by counter runes. As long as Poseidon is enchanted, opponent cannot counter runes. And Tsunami, with the rare being a foil Spinosect. The Spinosect can attack in defense position. If it does, it uses its defense for calculations. And Vipyro. I've got some ideas for that already, so just seeing it is really cool. Drotea, Rummagem, Clovey, Necruff, Her Scout, Foamy, Ivory, Javalantis. When this Javalantis destroys an opponent's defense position Elestral in battle, that opponent must expend 3. And woo, Leonite, Foil Rare. As long as this Leonite is in attack position, players cannot cast Invoke Runes. I mean, it is... That's a big attack, so it's only fair that it also targets you. You just need a way to protect it because... Big power, little butt. Sorlet, Folio Forest, Volcanic Forge, Atlantis, Mount Olympus, Necklace of Harmonia, Shield of Achilles, Scab the Gem, and Krakatuga. You can expend 2 fire to force an opponent to expend 3 energy. When a player casts Eruption, you can target and destroy a card. And then a Vi Pyro. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying out the Water Fire deck. It's a playstyle that I like from things I've played before and from what I'm seeing from it. Clovey, Necruff, Scout, Smog, Seer, Sligantric, Strabit, Area Mare, and I was talking about that too. Foil, Nectar of the Gods, and Tarantulas. Alright, so we're down to the last 3 packs. I would say these foils have been good hits. I would imagine. Clovey, Tadpuff, Jolten, Nimbug, P-Gust, Thunderstorm, Bag of Winds, Tornado, and Exaltair, and a Tarantulas. Alright, second to last pack. Atlantis, Mount Olympus, Island of Aeoli. I'm gonna mess these up. Drops of Lathe, Golden Apple of Discord, Titanostock, Blazerus, Waspire, Pandora's Box, Foil Rare. This Pandora's Box can only be cast when an opponent activates an effect that searches for or casts a card from their deck. Negate that effect, and that opponent must send the top 2 cards of their deck to the underworld. When you Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, or Opposition Agent, as it were, and just go, yeah, this is going to punish you even more. Little last puck luck? Last pack luck. Last puck. Typhlant, Smoltuga, Rotagla, Trotea, Rummagem, Trident of Poseidon, Tsunami, Thunderbolt of Zeus, and Falcane. You can expend Wind in order to destroy all runes, or expend a 2 in order to destroy each of your opponent's runes. So it's either pay 1 to get rid of them all, or pay 2 just for the one-sided effect on your opponent. And fittingly, Lycris of the Wind Spirits for the final spirit. Alright, let's take a quick pause. So, after sorting through, counting the rares out and everything, obviously with it being a box, gacha kind of game, random is always going to be part of it. There were sets of some cards, the 2-ofs, 1-ofs, and everything for the rares. The ratio seemed really good on that. Ended up with 26 rares, 11 foil rares, and then all of the land or spirits. They ranged from 5 to 9 per each, with 1 foil spirit. Yeah, this game doesn't have a set amount of foils per box, I believe, so it's going to be like any other game, Magic Pokemon, where you could pull a foil of a card. You might not. But yeah, the game looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to go play some after I do one more recording, which is just going to be a short opening of the Founders Pack. Yeah. Have fun, everybody. I'm not sure what the catchphrase for this game is yet, so let me know if there is one below. As always, we're live on Twitch. We do our trading card game content on YouTube. And we're getting ready to start the gauntlet for the Digimon games, where there's going to be a special surprise that's talked about soon for that. So, take care, everybody.